Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're on episode 15 of the Artisan of Glimmith playthrough. We've solved 131 puzzles so far. Again, I have no idea how many we're going through. That's part of the fun. We are in the precision section, and we're working around the back here. Precision is we have to make sections of exactly 5. Delta says they have to be different shapes. So let's start filling this grid in and figure out what we can do here. This has to grow up to here. This has to come out. This has to come up to here. This has to go to there. This cannot go that direction, so this has to go here. This has to come out. It cannot be a L, so it's going to go here because of the delta. Please don't connect stuff together. This comes out. This does not connect here, so that goes there. This has to grow here, but it cannot be the same as that shape. Cannot go up, so it can't go there. So it has to come down, make a W pentomino. This. All right. If it goes here, we've got one of two options. Come down. That fails. Go out this way. That could work. That's an F pentomino. If we come down, we can come down one more time and make a long L. What we can't do, so no matter what we do, we have to take this one. That's all I'm trying to say. We have to take that one. We might take this one, we might not. But this is a different pentomino than that. It comes down. It either connects here, makes a T, or it comes out, forcing that to be an F. Yeah, because this could not be, what we can say is this one here cannot be an F, because it would force this one to be an F, and then they're the same. Here's my question. Do these have to be connected, though? If they're not connected, this is forced. Now, this is not connected. It has to come out. This is forced here, and then this one's forced, and that fails. So these must be connected, and they cannot be an F. They could be an L. They could be a T. Either way, this is a new pentomino. This comes down. Okay, what takes this one? This is a good. We got 4 empty, unclaimed cells. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 regions nearby. This is going to take one of them. This is going to take one of them. But there's still 2 left, which means this has to take one and this has to take one, which is going to force this one up. And wait, that doesn't work. Oh, this one could take 2. Okay, hold on. Back up the logic. They don't have to take 1 each. One of these could take one, or they both could take 1, or they could both take 2. If they both take 1, we run into the problem we just have. We're forcing either 2 F pentominoes or 2 L pentominoes. Either way, it fails. So they both can't take 1, which means this one's going to take 2, not this one. If this one takes 2, then that takes that, and that we make an F pentomino there. Yeah, that's. This cannot be a T, so it can't go down there. So it's going to be a Y pentomino. This has to grow. These could be the same. They can't be the same. If these were the same, we're going to get a Y pentomino. This one has to grow. This has to grow. This cannot be the same, so it's going to be a U. Leave that L alone. This is a new pentomino. I guess it doesn't have to be. Hold on. I don't know why I drew this line here. This is something different. So this grows. This grows. This needs one more. So it's either going to be a V or an S. This is a problem. If I go this direction, I cut this one off. It can't grow. So this is going to have to grow this way. This is going to be whatever shape that is, and that takes that one. Five with some Geminis. Okay, we got a W up here, and we got to force a W here. Well, I can say the W does not go that way. That's going to be a problem. So does that just force the W to go this way? I think it does. Because I mean, these are W's are very hard to fit in here. Okay, this is a Y pentomino. We need 5 up here. I think we're going to have to just force the P. Because I can't fit the Y up there and not leave anything left over. So we have the P pentomino. And then the Y can come down here somehow. It'll stick out one of these two. So we got the V pentomino. And then we got the Z pentomino. Well, the Z does not go that way. It could go this way. Is there any other way? I mean, I think I mean, that may be pretty forced as well. Yeah, there's no other way to put that in there. So now this puts a lot of pressure down here. Because this, like these 5 of these cells, 5 of these 6 in this corner are part of a region. This one then is the odd man out that cannot be, which means it's the one that comes up. It's the one that's part of this. And then this P pentomino is forced. Got a similar situation up here. This has to be odd man out. Another P pentomino in there. This has to be a Y. Can't leave an orphan. If I make this the Y, that works, except for I orphan a space. And then we have another Z. Or Z, if you are the Z pentomino, if you are of the British persuasion. All right, region 5, precision 5, Gemini, same shape. All right, 5s. So these are going to be our choke points right here. So we look at this. It's a 9 region. So I need 1 extra cell to make 10. So this comes in like this, and then there is a region in here somehow. And we'll figure it out with this. Same thing's true on this side. This is part of a region. It has to be out. Now coming down the middle here, this region, I can't, to not orphan it, I cannot take this cell as part of this top region, or it'll cut it off from the rest. So this comes down, that forces this shape here, which forces this shape, which forces this shape. This needs that kind of shape. And there we go. I can see this guy hidden right there. All right, let's do an easy one. Exactly 6. All right. Okay, this needs 2 more. It's going to go this way. That needs to grow. That's done. That's done. Which region is this a part of? If it came out on its own, I could do something like this, but then that's blocked off. So I think this has to go up. If it didn't go up, I can't connect up because I can't go up and around. I could still come down one. I could still do this. That's okay. But is it really? Because I still need one more. I can't take either of these. And if I take this one, I cut that one off. So I can't take this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to take at least 2 more. And I don't know which other one I need to take. I can take this one or this one, but not both. Okay, this cannot take, this has to go up. This is why I'm making stuff harder than I need to. All right, this still needs one more. So this comes down, comes over, does not take this one, comes over, needs one more, takes that one. Yeah, connect them all together. All right, we are 1 away from making gold. Let's do this one right here to do it. Precision 3, we got deltas, and we got Geminis. All right, let's look at the middle here. This is a 16 area, which means we will have 5 complete shapes. And one of these, I don't know which one, but one of these will be connected to the outside. Just one. And I'll just do something like this. It could be this side over here, but these things should help us figure it out. Now down here at the bottom, this is going to be, no matter how I do it, this is going to be 3 long. So whether I do it like this or like this, both of these are 1x3s. So what we're saying on the other side, this will be a 1x3. This will not. So that is forced. And as soon as that's forced, that's forced. And this may be our one that comes out. So this is not a 1x3. So the question is, can it not take this one? And the answer is no. Because that blocks it off. So it could go this way, it could go this way, but either way, these two go together. So this is the same shape as that. So the two options are, this could be a 1x3. This can't work. Remember we said one of these has to come out? If I do this, I've created an odd number of... So I can't fill this out. Like this grows up, I've still got 4 more to put in here. It doesn't work. This cannot go that direction. So this cannot take that one, which means it's going to be a corner, which is the corner. So this is going to be the exit point. And that's going to force the outside, right? If I did it right. This one's coming out. Let me do it this way. This is the way I meant to do it. 3, 3, 3. There we go. This is different. So this comes down. It can't come over. Yeah. So the way I described it was incorrect. There was 2 things that extended out, but it was it could have been 1 that stuck out, or 1 that stuck in by 1, or 2 that stuck in by 4, but it had to be a modulo 3, 1 modulo 3. So, oh, we got a silver window. We got more. Oh, I think I see a hidden one in here somewhere. All right, let's keep going. Exactly 3. All right, this one can go up or down. This can come over, across. Where do I go from here? So let's think about this one. This one is either connected to this or its own region. If it's connected to this, then this region cuts that one off. So I think this has to be a different region than this one. And if it's not this one has to come over. This cannot come across. This has to come down. This has to go up. This has to go up. This has to go around. This comes out. This comes out. That grows. Okay, this region comes down. These are not the same. There we go. Over here hiding. Precision 3, we got deltas, and we got Gemini. All right, in this corner, we can come up with this, because we can't take this one. These 2 can't be in the same region. That means these have to be the same. This cannot be the same. This is going to have to be a 1/3, which is basically forcing that. Forces that. This is a 1/3 as well. This is now a forced shape. This is a forced shape. These 2 cannot be in the same region. This is going to have to be here like this. This is not, this is going to be a 1/3, so that's a 1/3, and that's a 1/3. All right, precision 4. Okay, let's grow that, grow that, grow that. These can't loop around, so I'm not sure how to handle that just yet. All right, let's look at this top section here. There are at least 2 regions in that section. If this one comes up, this doesn't work. Because there's a region here, but it can't grow down. So that can't go up. This has to come over. which forces that. So if these two are in the same region, this can grow here, this can grow here, but then this is orphaned off. And even if I leave that alone and grow this way, it's still orphaned. So these two can't be together, which then forces that and forces that. Keep growing these regions, but they can't touch each other. This one can come over. This one comes over. This one comes up. It can't go over there, so it comes down. This one has to go down. There we go. All right, let's do this one right here. Exactly 5. All right, let's do all of these little... This could come over, but it can't come down. This could be like a W. That would work. What we do know is this one, if it comes over, it could go up, but not down. All right, let's try this. If this goes up, it can't go left. It can't go right because it blocks the blue off. So even if it goes up, and it could go here. It could go here. And make a U. If it doesn't go up and goes down, it has to go this direction. I think this is a problem. Is it? It might not be. If I grow all the way out like this, I mean, that is a problem. Because where does this one go? It comes up. Now this one's forced in and over. So I'm forced to something like that. But then that's too short. So this coming down and if I take the middle one, yeah, this yellow cannot come down. Coming down is the problem. There's just, it constrains everything on this side. So yellow has to come up. And as soon as it comes up, it forces blue over and blue up. That's forced. Green is forced over. Green can't go down. Green's over. Blue has to connect. This is all forced, and this is forced. You guys hiding something from me over here somewhere? Or one in that building. All right, what's this one? Precision 3. We've got deltas and we've got Geminis. All right. So that comes out. That comes out. These two cannot be the same, but these two are the same. So that tells us these don't connect, right? Because then these would be competing information. This still needs to get one more. That grows, so that grows, and that grows. This is not a corner piece, so this has to be a 1x3, which makes that a 1x3. This is also a 1x3 due to Gemini logic. This comes down. This comes over. I like these corn. These are all telling you something. It's not a wraparound, right? Like this cannot happen because then these are lying, which tells you these are two separate regions. And this has to be the same on both sides. And this can't be a 1x3. This has to be a corner. Which means this has to be a corner and it can't use this one. So it's going to be like that. And that one takes that and that one will take that. All right, that has to grow. I don't know about that. Let's do this logic. These two cannot be the same or that fails. So that grows out here. So this grows. These are different. So this has to turn one way or the other. And this will be a corner as well. But I don't know which way. Like this could go this direction, or it could go this direction. This could go like that. No, that can't go like that. This is okay, hold on. This is a corner. And it cannot exclude this one. What I don't know is if it comes down like this or if it comes down like this. But it does have to take this one. These two are not the same region. These are the same. This could be a 1x3, maybe. So it's possible it's a 1x3 here. It's possible. Could this be a 1x3? No, we know this is no matter what it is, this is a corner. So this is a 1x3, which means this is also a 1x3. Which means that has to grow, that has to grow, that has to be a 1x3, that has to be a 1x3, that has to be a 1x3. Complete. Woo! Got there. All right, we got a whole bunch of puzzles here. What are we at? We're at 25 out of 35. Do I do the big 5? Yeah, we do a big 5. Everything has to be exactly 5 in the big 5. Okay, so I can say these 4 have to go together. This has to come out, this has to come out. 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 This has to, this has to, this has to. What is this a part of? Don't know. Okay. These are not the same because of that. So this keeps going. And it comes here. This has to grow. This has to fill out as much as it can without leaving orphans. So if it comes up like this, it has to take this one. And if it comes up like this, it has to take that one. Either way, it has to take this one. This is now orphaned. So we have that, create a plus. This comes up. We got similar logic here. This could, like, there's 2 different regions here. One comes on this side and one could come on this side, but we don't know how much they come down. This could be the same as that one as long as it doesn't come down. So this could be like all of this and then like that. That is valid. This guy up here can't take this one. Make an F pentomino. This comes out, takes one more. This comes out. This comes out. All right, this one, we got a similar thing as here. This one has to come out and get 5. It's going to have to take this one, no matter how little it goes. And then whatever it's left over with, it either has to take that one, or it comes this way, has to take that one. So we're going to create a P pentomino. This one has to expand, create a, is that the S pentomino? All right, this comes up. This comes over. It may connect to this one. I don't know. We got to connect up over. If this comes this direction, then this has to go this way. And then we got a problem. Here's a better way to think of this. This point right here is the only exit point for this entire region. We have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So exactly two of these cells in this region belong outside, and the others belong inside. So with that, we can force the issue. These cannot be the same, so that grows. All right, this one cannot be the same as this one. If I connect these together, this is too long, which means this is going to have to fill this section out. And it's going to have to take all of that. Uh-oh. I made a mistake. This can't grow down. Where did I make a mistake? This was all forced. That was forced. That was forced. This pink can't come down. So it has to take one up here. The green. So this logic up here was solid in the fact that we have to take 2 of like that's solid logic. Like these can't be the same. But then how does this one grow? Oh, it grows down. Okay, this whole filling thing, the mistake was I assumed this one can grow down as long as this one grows up. Okay. So this is where I made it to without a mistake. Then I saw this one has to grow. Then I saw this one has to grow, and I just assumed it has to take up this space, not thinking that there was another region that could grow into this region, that it could skip taking cells. It does not have to take these cells. What it does have to do is take this cell. It does have to take this cell. which forces this to take this cell and this to take that cell. And that finishes that region. Now the question is, how does the pink grow? Or green? Let's give it a yellow. If yellow grows to the left, it can't grow anymore. So it has to grow up. Pink has to grow down. There was the logic for a problem. All right, this guy grows out and up. It needs more, so it grows here, makes an F pentomino. These are all together. Could make a plus. Who knows what's going to make here? Let's count. We got 10, 15. We need 3 shapes, and we have 2 of them right here. These don't connect. So there is a third shape in here. Can this connect to either of them? No, this will be our third shape. So this needs to grow, this needs to grow, this needs to grow. Can this connect to the yellow or purple? No. So that one's part of green. Can this? No. Can this? No. All right, so far so good. Can this connect to purple or yellow? Or orange, I should say, I guess. The answer is no, so there's that. That creates that region. Can this connect to purple? No. So that's orange. Can this connect to purple? The answer is no. So that's orange, and that's a plus. All right. I think that's a good stopping point for this episode. Folks, if you're enjoying this kind of content, the best way to say you do is hit that like button, subscribe for notifications and all that kind of good jazz. Whatever you do, I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.